Borderlands 4 is a game that needs no introduction. The franchise as a whole is pretty iterative, not much changes from game to game. I like that's a bad thing. I'd much rather have a game continuously build on a pre-established formula that they know works, rather than trying to reinvent the wheel every time, like a certain franchise. A lot of things in this game are just better than the last. Jokes this time are way funnier. I'll admit, you got me. I've laughed at a couple of the jokes in this game. Sue me.
Sounds like Lilith. Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Why are you here?
Why is he everywhere? The story is he the main character?
Yeah, it's just Claptrap's world. We're living in it. Although that doesn't hold for everything. Some Vault Hunter quips are terrible.
I'm sticking right now.
For lab safety, but A for survival.
Alright, don't start doing all those quips, Harlow. I will mute this game so fast. But ignore all that. Enough of that. Let's talk gameplay. Because let's be honest, that's what this franchise is all about. Movement's got some upgrades. You've got a glide now. Allows you to float to places, allows for more traversal. That's pretty fun. You've got a grapple hook. It's kind of fleshed out, not really fleshed out. Some arenas will have plenty of grapple spots for you to grapple to, and then some will have none at all. You're just left dashing around all over the place. But that's not its only use. You can use it kind of like, I don't know if you've ever played Halo Infinite, you can like grapple explosives and throw them back. It's kind of fun. And if you've got like Asperger's or something and you like fishing in video games that don't have fishing, you can do that too. Guns got some cool new upgrades, plenty of new underbarrel options to play with, which means plenty of new toys. Although, minor thing, I've been catfished a couple of times by these, by the new descriptions. Kind of made an ass out of myself. I'm sorry, what the fuck did I just get? Atomic satchel charge. Guys, I got a pocket nuke. 8 seconds, 8 seconds on this guy, and I'm gonna fucking blow him up. All right, here we go. The captain goes down with the ship.
Bro thinks he's right.
I didn't get it. It hasn't gone off yet.
Oh, is that the shitty grenade? I was using one of those earlier. These are dog shit. They take 8 years to explode.
Not a nuke. It's a fucking. It's an. Why does it say atomic satchel charge? It's clearly not atomic. And the benefit to having all these cool new movement options is that bosses are way more interactive when you're not one-shotting them. You've got new ground AoEs that you have to jump and dash away from, and then some boss fights have like Final Fantasy XIV-esque like zones you have to like stand in, like a pixel-perfect stand-in spot. They've done their best to make the open world not feel empty. As you're driving around, you'll come across these like public event domes. I think they're pretty cool. It gives you a reason to stop and go do something. I stepped in here and there's a boss. Uh-oh.
Is that what that bubble means? Bro stepped into the domain expansion.
Oh! Oh! Help! Help! That's not even the boss! Who's the boss? That's the boss! Oh, fuck! Problem. If you even so much as step a toe outside of that fucking line, it disappears. It's just gone. You look around, it's nowhere to be found. Bro, dickhead. Where we going? He reset! There needs to be like a buffer on that. Then once there's a buffer on that, I think it's fixed. Otherwise, it's a pretty cool attraction. Locations are more distinct. You've got this little countryside area, hills, fields, that type of stuff. You've got this Mad Max area. It's just desert with like junkyards and big skyscraper things. It's, you know, what you expect from Mad Max. You got a mountain area with some monks, gives you a lot of verticality. And then towards the end of the game, you unlock this city. It's like a war-torn city. It's pretty cool. A lot of claustrophobic fights. I think Promethea from Borderlands 3 kind of got like that feel to it. All in all, it does feel good to play, and most important part is fun to play. But if you like something enough, it becomes incredibly easy to tell what are the flaws or things you just don't like about it. So let's talk navigation. Oh boy, does navigation in this game suck. This game has no minimap. If you want a minimap, you gotta go to settings and then flick it on. And it's not really a minimap. It's more of like a radar on like a submarine. It just kind of pings and tells you where the enemies are. This game is open world. It's not like Elden Ring or Elder Scrolls open world where you're rewarded for just picking a direction and going. It's more like Far Cry. It's got these little outposts all over the place you're supposed to go to, have like world bosses in them and that sort of stuff. Think, follow me here on this. Think Far Cry with like an ARPG like Diablo or Path of Exile, like that type of thing. It's like Far Cry with that coat of paint. It might be hard to follow, but if you know what I'm talking about, you can kind of get what I'm going for. And this is where my problem lies. Up above your head is a compass. And on that compass is all the important markers that you could possibly want. I'm not Christopher Columbus. I'm not Daniel Boone trying to find a path through Appalachia to the west. I don't want to have to divine a compass every time I'm trying to find something or look for quest markers. It's just not fun. And I think the only reason why I don't like it is because the minimap doesn't show you land layout. Follow me here for this example. Like I said, this game's kind of like Far Cry. There's these little outposts scattered around the world that hold these little upgrade points. You need these to upgrade your backpack space, your ammo capacity, all that stuff. You usually see these while you're out driving, so you're incentivized to stop and do them. Sometimes the entrance is pretty easy to spot, little yellow paint or grapple hooks that just tell you to go up the side of the mountain, easy stuff. Sometimes these entrances are hidden, a little bit harder to find, gotta do some sleuthing. Wouldn't have a problem with that. If the minimap showed me the land layout, I could kind of look on the land layout and be like, okay, I could just go up here. But because the minimap isn't actually a map, you have to sit there and keep pulling up the actual map like you're a goddamn cartographer on the Mayflower. There really was no reason for this. I feel like they were trying to go for something, but it didn't really flesh out. Having to constantly keep pulling up the map to try to figure out the lay of the land is kind of annoying. And speaking of annoying, we are 6 games in. 6 games, 4 mainline, 2 offshoot. Why the fuck don't legendaries just tell me what the fuck they do? If you're lucky, you get a gun like the Spud Launcher. Easy. Shoots potatoes, they explode. Case closed. But if you're unlucky, you get a gun like the Rangefinder. Is it because it shoots in a fuddy pattern? Does it do increased crit damage? Does it do increased elemental damage? You really don't know. You kind of have to just guess. It can't be that hard to just tell me what the guns do. There's so much real estate in the inspect screen, you could just plaster it somewhere. There's even a hover function. If you hover over some parts of the inspect screen, it'll give you more detailed stats. It's not that big of a problem. Some wiki will have it populated with all the information I need in like a couple of months, or like a month really. Those guys work pretty quick. It just bugs me that it doesn't tell me in-game. It's been 6 games. Come on. And speaking of bugs, holy hell is co-op sometimes just unplayable. Sometimes you'll get stuck in the floor, can't do nothing. Sometimes you'll shoot, no bullet, or late registration. Or sometimes you'll shoot, 5 seconds later, all of a sudden the projectiles want to spew out of your body and lag your game like crazy. Sometimes, and this is the funny part, your gun just decides it doesn't want to reload. You just keep spamming reload, and it's not reloading. You kind of look stupid. And it's not to say I didn't enjoy myself. Some of these bugs were pretty funny.
Playing earlier, like, the car was smooth. When you ran people over, they went flying.
Whoa, whoa, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What's going on? Or my favorite one, which I have dubbed the fog. I have no idea how to replicate this. I don't know what causes it. I don't know how to make it go away unless you restart your game. But it is incredibly funny to just not be able to see anything. There's so much fog, bro.
Oh, I can see my tattoos through the fog.
How many times are we gonna have to fight this bitch?
She's like fucking the Warden Eternal, bruh.
Because I promise Tanix is dead this time. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Oh my god,
That was so fucking terrifying. Holy fuck. Dude, I probably look sick as shit, dude. I look so cool.
He's the Dark Phoenix.
And then on the not so funny ones, sometimes your cutscene will just bug out and then your cameraman's having like a heart attack or something behind the camera. It makes the cutscene incredibly difficult to watch. Despite how obnoxious navigating is or how unplayable co-op can be at sometimes, I still had plenty of fun. And it's not like these things can't be fixed. These games get plenty of DLC. We're probably gonna see like 2-3 years of support for this game. From now until then, there's plenty of chances for these things to be fixed, and I don't think that's a major deterrent. So, if you had to ask me, is it worth the $70 price tag? I would tell you yes. I have gotten plenty of enjoyment out of the game. The campaign's about 20 hours long, and if you want to do another character, you don't have to play through the campaign again. Once you've beat it once, you've beat it for all the characters. You can just start right after the campaign. So there's plenty of fun to be had, and I say I've definitely got my money's worth. Now, I did say no spoilers, but I do want to leave you off with one thing. This sick-ass picture from the epilogue. I just had to share it with somebody, man. This picture's hard as hell, and that's about it. So thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time when I kill zombies in Europe. Again. For the 3rd time.
Push and crack like
All
we
doing
invented
parkour.
it. Chef Cool, Louis, Ruben, Duffel, got